Hello everyone, and you can see it right here. This is the news update. Outfit customizations coming soon. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read it, but we're going to get into the nightmare zone. Just wanted to make sure you saw that initial screen so that you can be up to date on the news. So I'm actually editing my reaction video to that, which is why today's episode is probably going to be a little shorter. What I'm going to be doing is a challenge by Joseph Lumen. I won't officially be able to do the challenge because I actually technically killed one of the plague hearts, but he wanted to see me basically kill all the plague hearts in one day. I'm going to be doing part of his challenge in this episode, and then when we move back to Mare Valley, I will be doing it a second time, but I'll be doing it the full way. Also, a shout out to, hold on a second, makes pancakes. He had a birthday, so congratulations to who makes pancakes. Happy birthday. It's probably hinged MMGM, but I think I like makes pancakes better. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Why are we doing this? Because I actually don't know what to do in this episode. I haven't put any thought of what I was going to do because I've been recording other things. So I just need something. I literally just need something to do. So let's go ahead and get the car refueled. And we're just going to wipe out the plague guards because why not? We'll probably also establish the outposts while we're at it. And let's go in here and re-equip. So the weapon of choice I'm going to use... Let me check to see my ammo stock. I'm probably gonna go DevGru. DevGru. Maybe DevGru and... I mean, we'll probably have to use the outpost to... Hold on a second. Let's make a few preparations. First up, remove that and replace this with the shotgun thing. There are the shotguns. The DevGru is just a really good weapon for clearing plague guards. It's one of the best, along with the pyro launcher. Where is it? There it is. Always make sure you have a choke on it so that you don't miss any pellets. So now we're going to equip. We're going to need scent block because we want to go as fast as possible. We're going to bring those because we're probably going... Let's make another scent block real quick. Actually, we're not using this character. He's probably going to get tired, so let's put this stuff away. I completely forgot about that. That this guy's probably going to get fatigued. Also, let's call in a trader. Because we need to actually... Ammo trader, not available. Fuel trader. Always need more fuel. Because we need to spend our influence on something. Anything. So we want somebody with backpacking.
You got anything good to trade?
Ladislaw is fine. We want someone with backpacking because we're just going to be carrying so much ammunition that we just need someone to do it. Although, wait, what about Seraphina? Does she have backpacking? Yes, we haven't used her in a while. Let's use Seraphina. Indecisive. Fox is indecisive. But no, it's Seraphina final answer. Let's switch to a lighter melee weapon so that we can save a little bit of weight. Where's Bellow Woods at? Here we go. Only 5.5 pounds, so quite good. First, we'll pull out our weapons. We need two. We're looking for a pyro launcher and the DevGru. DevGru is right here. And the reason we're bringing the pyro launcher as well is because one, Dill Ferals, and two, the DevGru will probably reach its durability. Like it's going to get really beat up in the process. And this allows me to use two different ammo sources. Now we'll bring in our this and that. Also, another reason is she gets 2 extra pocket slots, which actually makes a pretty big difference. And where is our... Yeah, see, look at that. We're running out of ammo, both of these. So let's go ahead and make some more. And we're also running out of ammo. We're running out of everything, basically. We definitely need to have an episode or two of just rebuilding our stockpile. Look how tight the crosshairs are when you zoom in with the choke on it.
Let's make a deal.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. Where is the... we should have a car right over here, don't we? I can just run it over to the car. Where's the door in this base? Wait, can I hop this? Who needs a door? Oh, there's no car. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Where's the supplies? What is up with... Where is it? Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. Okay, so it's across from it. It's on the building across.
Could I be any louder?
Oh my gosh, this base layout though. What is this? This is the theater? Apparently there's like a building aside from it, across from it. What is this building up here? Workshop? Okay. It's not across from it, it's the second floor. I get it. That's super inconvenient though. Or do I get it? Have I been tricked again? Oh, no, this is it. The UI though, it's like normally it puts the floating rucksack over where it is, but it's like freaking out on me.
You got something for me?
Sure.
Okay, so all along it was just right. Like, look at that. You see that thing on the corner? It's like, oh, follow this. That's where it is. Like, listen to the UI. When in reality, it was right there. Annoying. Anyways, that's good enough. I know that he has some fuel for sale in there, but let's just get on with it. Okay, right over here first. Hopefully we get some... Wait a moment, we forgot one other thing. Let's take a vehicle with a higher capacity, because we're gonna have a lot of rucksacks. Where are our vehicles at? They're on the other side. Wow, this base is really inconvenient to drive around in. Like, the parking spaces are just killing me right now. Let me guess, this one's like, oh no, we need fuel, etc. Good, it doesn't, but it does need a resupply. Broken Trekker. Let me guess, there's a zombie on me. No. But there will be. Stop shooting my vehicle, please. Ugh. Okay, we can finally leave the base.
They told us they'd keep us all safe. Yeah, they told me they'd get my son out of Danforth. That didn't work so well either.
Interesting, making a reference to State of Decay Lifeline. Ironic, since that's exactly what we're playing too.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies.
Well, that's what the other series is currently on at the moment. Scent block is on.
Wonderful smell we've discovered. Hurry, don't let up now.
As you can see, very effective. Basic. It takes a little less than 30 shells, so I would technically wasted a shell or two, but It's not that big of a deal, to be completely honest. Let's take this, and probably nothing else. I kind of want that, actually. Let's put that away. And one of these temporarily away. Give me that back.
I need a break.
Also, oh no, we already set up our outposts. Okay, that was one thing that I was wondering. I already got my outposts set up, we just need to destroy these. And after we kill 9 of them, we will return to base to unload the rucksacks we've obtained. It looks like this isn't completely blocked off, so we can just drive around. This will also just reload all of our influence that we lost.
That was noisy.
Oh, turn on fully automatic. Man, look at that. There's no bloom either. I mean, there is bloom, but it's like so minimum. Oh, man. What are you doing here? The end of you. Take more of these. I'll take those. Definitely take those. Let's take these. And these. And that's it. Oh, the scent block wore off. Already? Seems kind of... Oh, I never turned it on. We've been killing them without scent block. Because we're just renegades. Squish these guys off. In that case, we might as well just get this last one. See if it breaks down in the middle of the fight. Come on. I don't really need that one extra shell, but... Okay, will you break down?
Hurting! Don't let up now!
Yes, you will. No! You weren't supposed to break down. Ah! He went for it, but he failed. It was not about to fail, it's him getting my darn... Bump into that to get him off. Get him off. Okay, I guess we'll turn the scent block on after all. Is this thing broken as well? Okay, let me get out in a safe area real quick and make sure this pyro launcher is functioning. Okay, it's functioning. Let me also put this away. I don't remember the dev group breaking down that quickly. I wonder if it was damaged before I actually started using it. It should be able to survive 2 magazines of ammunition. Like, that shouldn't be a problem.
That sure left a mark.
Darn, we really want those med kits. Oh my gosh, get this thing out of my way.
No place to put that.
Vehicle's obviously in awful condition at the moment. Go ahead and burn this guy. Okay. Okay, we need 2 free slots. Take some of these samples. Oh man, a third one. Okay, we need 2 slots, so put those in. Did that work? Oh my gosh, it didn't work. Gotta put a second group in. It just completed the stack. Oh, yeah, that's right. This stacks because it's a Halligan tool's worth a few parts, isn't it? Yeah, 22 parts, we'll take it. Okay, we're clear. Let's dump the stuff off at base, I guess. Might as well, since we're going to cross over there. And that'll clean up our inventory as well. And we also we're probably going to need more ammo. We're going to put this ammo in and probably make some more shotgun ammo. As cool as this barricade is, it's kind of annoying to have to like drive all the way around it. Okay, we're a little overcapped on that, so let's make some fuel.
I can't take care of this on my own, but some help would be acceptable.
Put this stuff away. We need to get inside so we can repair. Don't know what that screamer is screaming about. I don't see its sound waves. Never mind, I see them now. Yep, you're a screamer. Wow, look at that, 105 parts to repair, jeez. Fully repaired now, though. Oh my god, I'm getting so tired of that. I'm already getting annoyed. Please reload. Okay, is there anything else I want? Let's put these away. I mean, we're gonna wind up with more anyways, but... How much ammo do we have? Let's make more shotgun shells and more pyro launcher ammo. And then I'm gonna grab some shotgun shells, pyro launcher ammo. And away we go. You guys have fun. You guys can handle it. You all have a bunch of BFGs. And terrible aim. You guys are probably the same people they use to act out the stormtroopers in Star Wars. That should be the name of our community, the stormtroopers. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, this time we're actually going to activate the scent block so I don't get hassled by these guys so much. You can also see that, man, the repairs on the Devgar are quite extreme. 100 materials, probably because we allowed it to completely break down. I think if we caught it, it would not have had such severe penalties. I believe there's a penalty for allowing the weapon to break completely.
Found a few more of them.
Okay, good, it worked this time. Let's also take one of these. Fully automatic fire, please.
Hurry! Don't let up now!
Door opens because it's a feral. But it doesn't matter because he doesn't want to come in. Fine. I didn't want to meet you either.
No place to
Take
put
these.
that.
Kind of want to kill him, actually. Just because. The end of him.
Fuck me, a screamer!
Excellent. Take some of this extra ammo. And on to the next target. Oh, there. Much easier with the scent block, keeping those zombies from detecting us. Still get a feral though. Which, if you're properly equipped, that just means an extra 50 influence.
God, I am
But if you're not properly equipped, that could be a problem. Jump through the window.
It's hurting! Don't let up now!
Really?
Stuff for trade if anyone
Did some of my shots miss? I needed like one more shot, jeez. You like right next to me? Gotcha. Yeah, let's see what we got. Samples, ammo, definitely want that. The rest of that stuff can stay. Devgar's taking a beating from this, no doubt. But I guess that is one of its limitations. I figured it would have more stamina than this, but it's our skill. Assault probably would be easier if we had weapon handling.
I got an offer for you, my friend. Can you meet up?
But we'll use this one now. Looks like the UI is wigging out. It's like, it's copying the condition of my previously damaged weapon and saying that this fresh weapon is... Yeah, this weapon's fully repaired. Wait, what am I... Damn it! That stupid arrow is confusing me. You might not think those arrows make much of it. Oh, follow the yellow one. Well, when you're like thinking of like a whole bunch of different things simultaneously, like your subconscious mind kicks in and just starts going off of the pattern, and it's just the first thing that you see, and you start following it. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This was the one by that military tent. Oh, why am I burning myself? What did I hit? Like I hit like an invisible wall or something. I just felt like soaking him, to be honest. I shot way more ammo than I needed to.
We might actually luck out with this place.
Okay, I'll take one of these. I think I'll repair. And then I'll grab the other one. Running out of scent block. There's that military truck over there. Oh wait, I can just use these. Take the samples. Put this in the back.
No room.
This is the next target. Probably not going to use scent block on this one. Because I just want to save time.
It's
Okay,
locked.
I guess we're going to ram in.
That sure left a mark. Hurry! Don't let up now.
Get off of me! Holy crap! Just leave me alone.
Displaying hard history.
And here's our feral buddy. I'm on fire. It's on fire. So you can see that the pyro launcher has way more durability. No sound effects. Who needs sound effects? Sound effects are for losers. Did he get knocked out of the building? And then he just falls over and just explodes. Interesting. Game is functioning as intended.
Last one left.
Leave me alone. That's good enough. So what we're gonna do now is go resupply. Need to empty some stuff out. Oh, perfect. There's 2 plague guards right over at the... we're gonna need to refuel. Or we're just gonna drive away. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. So DevGru, although pretty effective, does have the downside of having durability issues. So what we'll probably do instead is I'm just going to bring out a second pyro launcher and we'll swap between them as they get damaged. I think that'll be the most efficient way of doing it.
What we talked about, right?
So I think my conclusion is that although the DevGru does have a faster kill time, it's just not... I think the pyro launcher is still the most efficient weapon to kill plague hearts with because... it's got good durability. You still want to bring a backup one if you're killing a lot of plague hearts, but also the ammo is just really efficient ammo usage. It's one of the most economical, probably the most economical weapon in the game, except for killing, like, obviously things like a juggernaut. No economy on that.
Locked up tight.
Of course, my own outpost is locked.
That
Thank
was
you.
easy.
Put this away, because we're not going to be using that. Clean up our trunk space. Shells. We need fuel. Give me that as well. Refuel.
We just dropped off a thank you gift. Honestly, I'm not sure how we'd have made it this far without the sheriff.
Good old sheriff. Just, he was a one swell guy, wasn't he? Okay, almost out of ammo.
We got a big problem here. We need help now.
Grab another fuel. Should be good to go. Oh, wait, we need one other thing. We need a second pyro launcher. And I'll probably just repair this one while we're at it. Oh, gotta scroll all the way to the bottom. Repair. And I'll bring this one. I mean, we could also unequip some of them in order to save ammo, but... or save, you know, extract the ammo from some of them. We saw each other. No, you don't.
Guys, I'm really not liking the ammo situation here.
Burn me. Come on. Haven't you burned out yet? Okay, these will stack, so that's good. Actually, we're gonna go and use one of them just to heal. Okay, once we burn out the other one, we should probably head back to base and deposit some ammo, because I don't want the base to get attacked, and then I want to ignore the thing so I can do other things. Oh, we have no ammo, and then, I don't know, maybe like a nuclear bomb goes off and blows the entire community up. Never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen.
A plague heart move in must really fuck up property values.
That sucks. Turning on a scent block. Kind of a waste of a scent block, but...
Discovered. Don't let up now.
Share the love with the feral over there. Oh, share the love with me! Willy Pete's, I want those. Want a lot of these things, actually.
Can't do it.
Leave me alone.
This is what feeling happy is like.
Darn. Maybe if I reload, it will complete a stack. Yeah! Jeez, that was a lot of ammo we used. Okay, what do I want more? Probably these.
No way am I catching this blood plague bullshit.
No need to use a cure,
We're not liking the ammo situation here.
because we're just going to head back and dump this stuff off, because we do have some ammo. Where do we need to go? That's fine. We can cut across town. Everything is going wrong in this episode. I just want to, like, clear out the plague guards, but just everything that could be causing a problem and creating delays is causing a problem and creating delays. Like, normally we wouldn't have to return to base as frequently as this, but at the same time we have cleared quite a large quantity of the plague guards. Squish him because he's a wimp.
Enjoy peace eternal, asshole.
Okay. Guess we'll turn right over here. And is this just a way through the rocks? It is a way through the rocks. How convenient. Knight's Pass. Wonder where... Actually, I bet this place was always called Knight's Pass. And when they built the drive-in theater, they named it after Knight's Pass, so they called it Knight's Drive-In. I was about to say it's the other way around, like, oh, wonder where Knight's Pass got its name. No, it's the other way around. The theater was named after the location. But I believe it's on the opposite side, so let's go ahead and drive over there.
Enjoy peace
Another
eternal,
wimp to drive
asshole.
over. Actually, we could just use this location. I'm not even going to pay attention. We're just going to throw everything in. Yep, out of materials, something, yada yada. Give me my fuel back. Let me go inside real quick
Yo, I'm back in alive.
and use
Good.
this.
Still at it, huh?
There, save a little bit of resources there. Oh, I can also repair. Good. How overcapped are we on materials?
Deadheads are wandering in. Not a
They can
problem.
handle it. I am busy. Busy, busy, busy. This is not the efficient way of using our materials, but we're in a hurry. Oh, back to this area. I'm trying to like drive and scratch my knee at the same time. Oh man, there we go. What are we, 35 minutes into the episode, and I don't know how many plague guards we've killed, but we killed a lot of them. Oh my god, can I squeeze? Yes, I can. What I'm talking about. And why do people have to, like, get crashed, crash their, like, vehicles in the middle of the road? It's such an inconvenience. Like, why can't people be more considerate? Like, I have things to do, and here they are just crashing their vehicles in the middle of the road. Like, don't they think of other people? Man, just people these days. You know, if they're like periodic boxes in the road, it's not a big deal. But oh my gosh, like when they just completely block up the road, it's just not, it's not cool.
Getting low on that.
And he tripped and died because he's clumsy. Got one of these bathroom locations. It's toast.
Art history.
Looking for the Pharaoh. Oh, there he is. Did he go out the window? There we go. Have some fire, boy. There we go. This weapon is so overpowered. There's no denying it. I'll be the first to tell you that this weapon is just super OP. Darn, I want those items too. Getting like slowed down by all the accessories I want. Fortunately, oh, I see the problem. I forgot to deposit, but we got a location right there, so I can quickly deposit while I'm there.
I hate wasting time on places like this.
Gimme, gimme. Wasting a little bit of time on our scent block, but it should be fine. We should easily be able to destroy another 2 after dropping this stuff off. That's my fault for not depositing them at the home base. Easy to forget those things, though. Oh, good. The thing is right here next to us, too. Deposit, deposit, deposit. Can hang on to that.
Don't fucking wait for us.
Oh, I probably should talk a little bit about that update coming up. Like I said, I am making a full video on it, but the long story short is, yeah, you're going to be able to get cosmetic upgrades, or not upgrades, just cosmetics. There's nothing, nothing else to it. They're not going to have any stats. They're just different appearances, and you're going to be able to change the appearance of pretty much any character you want, even Red Talon characters. I don't think that'll apply to Daybreak, but it will apply to Heartland. They don't have any stats though, so even though you can like have a character wear like a military helmet, it's not going to give you any benefits. Like you're not going to get like damage resistance from being shot in the head or something, or a chance to like ignore getting shot in the head, etc. No stats on them. Go ahead and burn this real quick. Okay. I'll take these. And I don't want anything else. Another change is... Oh, I'll show you real quick. So you see how this says large backpack? All the backpacks are going to have their name in parentheses for the color they are. So if it's like brown, it'll say like large backpack brown, large backpack blue, large backpack red, and so forth. So you'll be able to mix and match, as well as when you loot, you can see, is that a backpack that has a color that you want, etc. There is bad news, though, and the bad news is that they want State of Decay to become a live service. A lot of people apparently have not, well, not a lot. It seems like there's kind of a half and half thing. Half of the people are upset about it, half of the people are confused, like, what's a live service? That's not surprising. The term is, it's not a new term, but it's not a term that the typical person is going to have heard of. Like, Ubisoft is the company that coined the term. Like, live service games have existed before the name to describe them existed. But, well, since this weapon is actually damaged, we should just unload it. And then equip this one. But Ubisoft was the one that basically came up with the term, because they had this thing what they called games as a service. And that's where the name came from. The games as a service was just simply shortened down to live service. The reason why live services upset a lot of people, especially if you're in the know about live service games, like if you follow YouTubers like Jim Sterling, Yang Yeah, The Layman Gaming, Clean. I don't think Clean Prince talks too much about live services, but the people who mostly talk about it are going to be like Jim Sterling and Yang Yeah. And like Jim in particular, Jim Sterling, he used to be a video game journalist, and he uses the skills he learns as to basically investigate and interview people to talk about it, and he writes a lot of stuff about basically his warnings of why we need to be careful of live services. Basically, back when the term had just kind of come around and it was still being called games as a service, Jim was warning everybody, like, you know, we need to be careful. We need to not be so quick to embrace live services because of what they're going to become. And, well, yeah, he does like to toot his horn about that, I'll tell you that. He likes to toot his horn about how he was right. And so if you're wondering, like, what is a live service game? Current day examples would be stuff like Fallout 76, Anthem, basically games that are designed to be monetized over a really lengthy period of time, as opposed to the traditional retail model like Mass Effect 1 or 2, where you pay for the game, you know, you buy it, and then after that you play it, and then maybe it comes out with a DLC, and you can buy the DLC if you want it, etc. That's the... And, you know, you can also get free updates as well. Like, they might, you know, they'll give you, like, free bug updates and whatnot. A live service goes from the idea away from that, where they want to basically add a large number of recurrent microtransactions. And the key is that they need to design the game in a way that it's actually worthwhile to have recurrent microtransactions. And that's where the problem with live services comes from, because at the face value, you might say, well, that doesn't seem like a bad idea, you know, like, oh, you know, a constant content added to the game that, you know, maybe you buy, maybe you don't. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. And at face value, yeah, I mean, they're not going to create a system that seems really bad.
Almost out.
Like just by the looks of it. The problem is that in the execution of the live service model, like when you actually create a game, there are these, we'll call them like these tidal forces, like this pull. There's like this pull on you as a developer to do certain things to the game. And some example, there's basically 3 examples. You have boosters, gear, and cosmetics. So for boosters, that would be something like maybe you can buy a double EXP booster, and that's like one of the live services that those are one of the services they sell to you in the live service game. The problem arises when they basically say, well, you know, if we crank up the EXP requirement over time, or maybe right from the onset, we just make the game like super grindy, then we can pressure people into buying the EXP boosters more. And if they don't buy it, then it's just going to be like a miserably slow experience because the game wasn't properly tuned. It doesn't have like a fair pace of progression. And those are some of the things that you start experiencing. Another example would be gear. Like there are live service games that they sell you the gear. And their goal is basically to make the really good gear very hard to obtain. one, I mean, good gear should be hard to obtain, but they make it, like, absurdly hard to obtain. Like, the probability is really, really bad. And the reason they want to do that is so that you are pressured, you get impatient. You're just like, oh my god, I just want to play the game. I just want, like, some decent endgame gear so I can...
I'm not letting one Zed in here.
What do you call it? Like, play the endgame mode or something. And...
Don't give up, guys!
Where's my... Does Seraphina still have my cures? How many hearts are left? Only 3? We're probably not going to need a cure then.
More of them on the way. Lock and load.
I'm going to need more ammo. Gimme, gimme. Let me unload some of the ammo from these other pyro launchers real quick. Because we are low on ammo again, unfortunately. Unload, 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 unload. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, so to recap, you got boosters, and what they'll do is they'll just make the game super grindy so that you just feel like if you don't buy a booster, you go at like a snail's pace. And like, they'll tell you that, oh, you can play the game for free. There's no need to buy boosters. You know, the game will just be absolutely miserable if you don't. And they design it in a way where the beginning feels normal, maybe even feels good. Maybe initial progression is pretty brisk. Once you get into it, though, maybe you're an hour or two into the game, that's when you start noticing these, like, really drastic reductions in progression speeds. And that's true of any RPG. You know, like level 1 in Pokemon, you do like 1 battle and you're level 2, etc. But the game is never... Like, Pokemon is a game where you typically don't have to grind unless you're indecisive about Pokemon, or you choose a Pokemon late in the game that is super low level and it needs to catch up. But typically there's enough trainers for you to grind, you know, that, or there's enough trainers to battle that you don't have to grind wild Pokemon battles, which is like the least entertaining form of playing the game. Battling enemy trainers, like that's typically pretty amusing. And that's typically how a game is balanced if it isn't being interfered with by a live service model. Like I said, once you turn your game to a live service, you're just pressured into doing this because you're like, well, we could make more money if we make the game less convenient, even if it isn't balanced. Then with like gear, same thing. Like they can lock the best gear behind really low probabilities or super lengthy grind walls. I mean, usually the same thing. Low probability means a super long grind wall. And then in the end, you feel like, oh, I could just buy like some of these equipments. You know, they're selling equipment packs, equipment loot boxes, just whatever they've got in order to make the process less miserable. That's basically what they're trying to do. Oh, it's not where I thought it would be. Okay, so it's in here. It's already infested, so we're just going to use a scent block and run around the back to lose them. Oh my god, he's on me still.
I gotta rest.
Oh god, I'm on fire. Stop burning me, you jerks. Let me make sure this gets burned properly. The last category, though, are cosmetics. And so what's wrong with cosmetics? There's a few things wrong with cosmetics. Well, first off, once you start monetizing cosmetics, the game just gets this gigantic hard-on for cosmetics. It just becomes like, oh my god, like cosmetics. That's like pretty much all we're gonna do at this point. Because it's basically like, why put your effort into something that actually advances the game when you can just make some crummy cosmetics and rake in the cash that way? That's one of the first things that happens. Like, the prioritization of cosmetics just goes like out the roof, and it begins to deprioritize like regular content, because once again, it's like you create regular content that doesn't pay out as much money as these cosmetic items. Then on top of that, the cosmetic items are always priced in like an unfair manner. it becomes like, oh, you know, yeah, technically you can earn the cosmetics for free, but they make it either really inaccessible or sometimes they don't. Sometimes you can't, actually, not sometimes, most of the time, the cosmetics aren't available in the game for free. Like, you have to pay money for them. Like, Smite's a good example. The really cool cosmetics... Oh, we just drove by a quest area. The really good cosmetics are inside loot boxes, and the loot boxes can have, like, 50 different options in them. It's, like, insane, and so the probability of you getting it's, like, what, like 1 in 50? It's terrible. You're probably not going to get what you want. You're gonna have to, like, crank the slot machine on the loot box like many times before you even get close to what you want. Like, because, you know, the first time you buy one, you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting what you want. Then you're gonna have a 1 in 49 chance, a 1 in 48, a 1 in 47. And who knows, it could be the very last one you get because it's completely random. Or there are games that don't do that. There are games that they just have like a straight price wall, and then the prices are usually insane. Like, they'll charge like $20, $15 for a skin, and it's nuts. Or they'll do like these packs, like these really arbitrary like deluxe packs. They're like, oh my gosh, like, in order to get this skin, you have to buy all the other skins in the set. Apex Legends did that. Smite did that. Smite does that. Smite has these specials where, in order to get the final skin, you have to purchase the other skins, and they try to market it like you're doing a quest. Like, oh yeah, there you go, you did a good job. Like, every time you buy one, you're like, well, you check off the box and you've completed one quest, getting closer to that final reward of that ultimate skin, when in reality, all you did was buy something. You just hit the button to spend money, and it just got you closer to the final thing that you're trying to buy. And in the end, the thing you wanted was the final item on the list, but you had to buy the other things, and you wind up spending like a ton of money. It's just such a anti-consumer business model, because it heavily incentivizes abusing, basically by creating abusive game mechanics that are super grindy.
Last plague heart don't fix things. I quit.
Or by creating these weird schemes to like trick people into buying things instead of just like pricing things at a fair rate. Like, it's asking too much. It's like, oh, price things at a fair rate? That's unreasonable. We don't agree with that idea. Okay. And the feral zombie, of course. Jump out the window. But yeah, that's why I'm not happy. I'm not excited at all to see live services. And, well, there are examples of games that are still fun, despite being a live service. They are still made worse by being a live service. Like, I love Warframe, there's no doubt about it, but it being a live service does not increase the entertainment value that I get from it. It is not a better game because it's a live service. And one of the best examples for that is that it's a pay-to-win kind of game. Like, you could just buy anything you want in the game. Like, if you want to get, like, the newest Warframe, or the newest Prime Warframe, and it takes you, like, 2 weeks to find all the pieces so you can assemble and build it, well, someone can just swipe their dad's credit card and just have it in 1 day. Or less than, not even a day. Have it in, like, 10 to 30 minutes, like however long it takes for you to find a seller on trade. Or if it's not that, if it's just the newest Warframe, and maybe the newest Warframe has like a quest that takes like 4 days to complete, well, you know, you're just stuck because, what do I need to do to make more inventory? I'll probably just leave that stuff behind, to be honest. Time to head back to base. The point, though, is that, so in Warframe, yeah, like, when something new comes out, yeah, you can grind for it. Maybe it'll take 4 days, 7 days, sometimes, like, maybe it takes you 2 weeks, depending on your luck. And then someone else, like I said, they can just swipe their credit card, and bam. They can just have it instantly. And what it does is it just makes your efforts feel invalidated. Like, you feel like you were playing the way a game would traditionally be played, the way a game would be intended to be played, and then someone just invalidates your effort by instantly obtaining it. It makes you feel like you were wasting your time, because in a lot of ways you were wasting your time. because it's more efficient to buy it. Now, the counter argument, people will say, oh, but the person who grinded it out, they didn't spend any money. Here's the thing. The person who grinded out, let's say it took him a week to get all the prime parts to build his Warframe, that person, he could have just picked up an extra shift at work and just did one extra shift, and he would have earned the same thing, and he'd just be grinding in real life instead of grinding in the game, and you'd have the same result. Like, he wouldn't be down any money because he just picked up an extra shift, or, you know, maybe ask for some extra hours, and in the end, he does it, like, way more efficiently. And more important than that, he saves physical time. Because the time that would be spent grinding real life at his job is way, way less compared to how long it would take to get it in Warframe. And on top of that, your physical time is more valuable than your money, because there is always going to be more money to be earned, but eventually everyone has to run out of time. You can push your distance as long as possible by leading a healthy lifestyle, but eventually you must run out of time. But you don't have to run out of money. Like, there's always more money to be earned, but there's never infinite time to be lived through. And so the guy who spends 2 weeks of his life grinding away at the game compared to the guy who takes, like, I don't know, maybe he takes like an extra, like, 4-hour shift or something, just dumps a few extra dollars into the game and just instantly obtains his reward, and the guy who grinded for 2 weeks feels like crap because his efforts were invalidated. And that's what makes Warframe feel bad. It's still a fun game, but there's no doubt about it. It is a pay-to-win game. You unload money into the game and you just get whatever you want. You can, like, go faster, you can save more time, you can get to the fun parts of the game sooner, just buy it immediately and use it immediately. Start using that awesome new Warframe and start customizing it immediately. No need to wait. No need to wait to get the parts, no need to wait for the, takes like 12 hours to build each part and then 72 hours to assemble the final Warframe once you got all the parts. Just skip all of that. Have it immediately and start using it. And like I said, you don't lose money because you just pick up an extra shift, ask for a little more hours, and you get it done in a fraction of the time it would take to grind. So even the game, my point is that even the games that are said to be good live service games, they're still crap because they're live service games. It's like, there's just nothing good that comes out of live service games. Very few games are designed to be sustainably live service, and those games are already super popular, and there's not a lot of room for competitors. Like League of Legends, that's a game they can more argue to be a live service game because it just, the way it constantly adds heroes in, and the idea that, you know, people wouldn't want to pay for the heroes because it would upset the balance of the game. So that one has more of an argument for it. Let me just throw, I'm just going to throw everything in again.
Supplies delivered.
And then I'm going to restock the vehicle. Where is it? Let's see how overcapped we are on our supplies.
Our reserves are gonna start walking off if we don't. We made it.
Okay, we're a little overcapped on fuel, but we can just make another fuel tank, 2. Slightly overcapped on food. We do have a kitchen though, so we can go ahead and just, no, not that, make some snacks. Overcapped on medicine. Let's make some medicine. Make one of those. Let's make some of let's make one of those. Let's make some of this. Some of those. And 2 of these. There we go. Now we are under cap on everything. Deposit all this stuff. And then I will cure this guy Let's check our supply of samples. 218, pretty healthy quantity. Do we need to activate anything? Nope. But yeah, that's the problem. That's why I'm completely opposed to State of Decay becoming a live service. I don't think anything... It's basically, to me, this is how I view it. I view it as this is the sign of what we once viewed as a indie developer that was very consumer-focused, making a great game that was very niche, a game that didn't have a lot of competitors. There was not a whole lot around that was similar to it. And now we're seeing, you know, they got picked up by Microsoft. They're not an indie company anymore. And them going into a live service, which is one of the hated, really disliked monetization schemes in the gaming industry. It was so hated that Star Wars Battlefront 2 had to back off of their loot boxes. And because loot boxes are a fundamental component of live services. Not every live service uses loot boxes, but it's not a surprise if you see loot boxes or an equivalent system in a live service. And now there are governments investigating them based on how it's going. It's just, there are so many games that just die based on their live services. Like Anthem, probably going to fade away into obscurity, even though it promised the world and then it completely failed on everyone. So there's so much bad about live services, and the few games that are still enjoyable, despite being a live service, they're so far and few in between, like Warframe, League of Legends, etc. It's just the sign of previously an indie company that was pro-consumer. They're now just they're just a normal developer now that's owned by Microsoft, and they're just understaffed. They're just a small development company. They're not an indie company now. And going live service is just an indicator that you want to become anti-consumer. Whenever a company says, hey, we want to become live service, you could translate that into, hey, we want to become anti-consumer so that we could start milking you through like trashy microtransactions. Like that's basically what it translates to. So it's not good news to me. I'm not happy to hear about it. Anyways, what do you think? Tell me down in the comments section. Have you heard of a live service before? Is this the first time that you've been told about it? But let me know what you think down in the comments section. But at any rate, that's the end of this episode. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.